Hello students, welcome you all to Paramount Education. So today we are going to start our new exercise, that is exercise 2.5. So today we'll be doing a bunch of 6 questions in which the odd number of questions will be solved by me, right? And the even number of questions will be done by you as a homework, right? As a homework. You will be I'll give you solutions of these questions, that is even number of questions, in my next lecture. Okay? So let's proceed with the same thing. Let's start doing our first question. Start with our first question, that is x by 2 minus 1 by 5 is equal to x by 3 plus 1 by 4. So after seeing this question, you must have something in your mind that how to solve this kind of complex equations, right? So, my dear students, this is not a complex equation. Let's see. You can see over here that you can take the LCM of this 2 and 5. So the LCM of 2 and 5 is 10. Now 2 into 5 is 10. So 5 into x becomes 5x. Again 5 into 2 is 10. So 2 into minus 1 becomes minus 2. This will be equal to, again take the LCM of, you must be aware of this thing, that is LHS and RHS, that is left hand side and right hand side. So now take the LCM in right hand side. So 4, the LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. So 3 into 4 is 12. So 4 into x becomes 4x. Now 4 into this 3 is 12. So 3 into 1 is plus 3. Right? Again, what you need to do is cross multiplication. We have already learned this cross multiplication, right? So what you need to do is multiply this denominator with the numerator of this equation and multiply this denominator with the numerator of this equation. Let's see. 12 into 5x minus 2 is equal to 4x plus 3 into 10. So now we can use distributivity, right? So distributivity says this 12 must be multiplied with plus 5x and this 12 must be multiplied with minus 2. So 12 5s are 60x minus 24 is equal to 40x plus 10 into 3 becomes 30. Now as I told you earlier that this x has to be positive. So this, in order to make this positive, you need to take this 40 into LHS side. So 60x minus 40x. Now what you have to do this with, what you have to do with this constant term? You need to take these constant terms together. So for this 30 plus 24, right? So this becomes 20x is equal to 54. So x equal to 54 upon 20. Now you can see that this is the factor of 2. The numerator as well as denominator is a factor of 2. So x equal to 27 into 2 becomes 54 and 10 into 2 becomes 20. So this 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So x becomes 27 upon 10. Now you must be thinking, sir, this is the value of x, but what we have to do with the value of x? So if the examiner asks you to verify the value of x, whether the value of x is right or wrong, so what you have to do? You have to put this x in this equation, and you need to find out that whether the value of LHS becomes equal to the value of RHS. If this satisfies, then the value of x, whatever the value of x you got, is right. Otherwise, if you put the value of this x in this equation and you didn't found this as a satisfactory rule, then in that case the value of x you got is wrong. Did you understand what is the value, what is the meaning of this value of x? This is for verification purpose as well as in order to solve a particular equation in one variable, that is linear equation in one variable, right? So I think you all are cleared with this question, right? So we'll solve the second one. No, we are not going to solve this one. This is your homework. We are going to solve third question. So let's proceed with the third question. Okay. So let me just clear it out first and let us start working on third question. So you can see that we can write x plus 7 minus 8x upon 3 is equal to 17 upon 6 minus 5x upon 2, right? This is the equation which is written over here, this one, right? So let's just check it out whether we have written it right or not. X plus 7 minus 8x by 3 minus 8x by 3 is equal to 17 by 6 minus 5x by 2, right? We have written everything right. We have copied it very right? Again, what we need to do is we need to take the LCM on LHS and RHS both the sides. So let's work on first LHS, that is taking the LCM of this one. Let me clear it out first. So, right, let me just take so we can write it as x by 1 and 7 by 1. So the LCM of 3 1 1 is 3. 1 into 3 is 3. So 3 into x becomes 3x. 1 into 3 is 3. So 3 into 7 becomes 21 plus 21 minus 3 into 1 is 1. 3 into 1 is 3. So 1 into minus 8 is minus 8x. So this becomes minus 8x. Again, we have to take the LCM on RHS side as well, right? So the LCM of 2 and 6 is 6, right? The LCM of 2 and 6 is 6. So 6 into 1 is 6. So 1 into 7 is 17 is 17 minus 2 into 3 is 6. So 3 into minus 5x is minus 15x, right? I think you all are cleared with this till this point. Till this point, you must have a clarity of how to solve a particular equation, how to take LCM, and how to manage this kind of difficult equation, right? You must be having no doubts till this point, right? Again, what we need to do is solve the value of x first, right? How to solve this one? So you can see that 3x minus 8x becomes minus 5x plus 21 is the remaining one and divide by 3, that is equal to 17 minus 15x upon 6, right? Now again the situation comes where we have to do cross multiplication. So cross multiplication will be 6 into minus 5x plus 21 is equal to 3 into 17 minus 15x, right? This is what we need to do. So again, if we solve this, what will get? 6 into 5 minus 5 becomes minus 30x plus 6 into 21. Tell me, what is 6 into 21? Calculate it in my mind. Calculate it in mind. That is 6 into 21 becomes 126. Then what is the value of 17 into 3? 17 into 3 is 51. This is 51 minus 15 into 3 is 45. That is minus of 45x. Now again the same question arises. That is what we need to do after this position. Now you have to take this x as positive. So in order to consider this as positive, what you need to do is this negative 45 will go on to this LHS side. So let's do it here. Minus 30x plus 45x, and the constant will be on the same sides, that is minus 126 plus 51. So this becomes 15x is equal to 75. But guess what kind of 75 is this? That is of negative sign. So x is equal to minus 75 upon 15. So this becomes 15 5s are 75. So this becomes minus 5. So x becomes minus of negative of 5. So now what you need to do is put the value of x in the equation number 3. Check it out whether the value of LHS and RHS are same or not. If the value of LHS and RHS are same, then the value you got after solving the third equation is right. And if it is not equal to LHS and RHS, if LHS and RHS is not equal, then the value you got is wrong, right? Shall we proceed? Okay, let's proceed to third question. Now, third we did and fourth is your homework. So let's proceed on fifth question. So in fifth question, what we can see over here is 3t minus 2 upon 4 minus 2t plus 3 upon 3 is equal to 2 by 3 minus t. So you can again take LCM on LHS and RHS both. LCM of 4 and 3 becomes 12. So 4 into 3, 3 into 3 becomes 90 minus 4. This you can either multiply this 3 to this whole equation directly or multiply it individually. Let me do it individually for you. For the clarification of all the things, right? So by taking the LCM, 4 into 3 is 12. So 4 into 3, so 3 into 3t minus 2 minus 3 into 4, so 4 into 2t plus 3 will become, again take the LCM on RHS side. Let me take a margin over here so that we can use it optimally, right? Because I am limited with the space. So this again can be divided by 1, right? So 3 and 1, the LCM of 3 and 1 is 3. 3 1s are 3, 1 into 2 is 2, 1 into 3 and 3 into minus t is minus 3t, right? Again the situation comes, but first of all we need to solve this numerator. So let's solve this. Again we can apply distributivity over here. So 3 into 3 becomes 90 minus 6 minus 40 into plus 2 becomes minus 8 minus 4 into plus 3 becomes minus 12, right? This is t. So here let me put t, right? Divided by 12, which will be equal to 2 minus 3t upon 3. Are you clear with this point, till this point? So again we need to solve this one. 90 minus 8t becomes t, and minus 6 minus 12 becomes minus 18, divided by 12 is equal to 2 minus 3t upon 3. So you can see over here again the situation comes where we need to do cross multiplication. So let's do it. 3 into t minus 18 is equal to 12 into 2 minus 3t. Let's check whether we did it right or wrong. Okay, it's right. Let's proceed. So 3t, again apply distributivity, right? 3t minus 18 into 3. 18 into 3 is 54 is equal to 24 minus 3060, right? Again put this as a equation where t is positive. So in order to make this positive, take this on the LHS side. 3t minus 3t plus 3060 is equal to 24 plus 54. That is, this becomes 78 and this becomes 39t. So t becomes 78 upon 39. So this get cancelled one time and this get cancelled twice. So t, the value of t is 2. So what you need to do after this is, if the examiner asks you to verify this equation, so you need to put this on in this equation as a LHS and RHS, and again the same process will follow, right, which I told you to do in second, first and third, right? So I think I'm clear with my words, as well as whatever I'm teaching you, you must be getting all those things in your mind very clearly and very easily, right? So let's proceed in for the sixth question. But I think you forgot that this is your homework, right? So I'll end this lecture here only. We'll meet again with the remaining questions of this exercise in my next lecture. Okay, thank you, bye bye, keep loving.